Vinyasa class, as always, listen to your bodies. Do whatever it is that you need to feel good in your body. Everything I say is a suggestion. If there's any part of the class where you want to use a block or a book for anything, please feel free to grab that. I'm choosing not to do that for the class. There will be a lot of three-legged planks. Please feel free to just do regular plank, so on. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started in child's pose or any other resting pose of your choice. Child's pose, back of the mat, knees nice and wide, big toes touching behind you, grounded feet on heels, or any other modification. Extend the arms out long in front of you. Spread the fingers nice and wide, and then lightly rest the forehead on the mat. Suggestion to close the eyes. Option to lightly rock the forehead back and forth. If you haven't already, bringing the attention to the breath, taking nice big inhales through the nose, filling up. And full exhales, letting something go. Giving yourself the choice to exhale through the nose or the mouth. Allowing the body to find more length with each inhale. And more depth with each exhale. Checking in and noticing where you can soften. Noticing where you can let go. And then allowing the breath to assist. Take one more big inhale. And full exhale. Find tabletop, press into hands, stack shoulders over wrists, place knees below hips, and feet behind knees. Spread fingers wide. Press into left hand, inhale, right arm high, gaze high. Exhale, thread the needle, bring right arm underneath left. Rest onto the right ear and the right shoulder. You might choose to extend the left arm long out in front of you. You might choose to wrap the left arm around, finding a bind on the inside of the right hip. It might feel nice to just leave that left hand where it was. Taking one last round of breath. Bringing yourself out of the pose, lifting the right arm nice and high toward the sky again. Using an exhale to come back to tabletop. We'll do the other side, there's no rush. Inhaling the left arm high, the gaze high. Exhaling to thread the needle. This time you'll rest on your left ear and your left shoulder. And you'll bring that right arm wherever feels most comfortable for you. Let's stay here for one more breath. And meet back in tabletop all fours. Take a moment to adjust if you need to. Hands below shoulders, knees below hips, feet behind knees. Extend your left leg long back behind you, tuck the left toes, and send the left heel back. We'll be here for a couple of breaths. When you feel ready, start to lift the left leg. Make sure the left hip is in line with the right as best you can. Continue to press into all 10 fingers. Ankle rolls in the left foot if you'd like. When you feel ready, you'll bring the right arm long by the right ear, reaching the right fingertips far out in front of you. Staying here with your breath. Letting the breath be full and steady. 3 times we'll inhale to find more length, right fingertips forward. Exhale to tuck the chin, round the spine, bring the right elbow to the left knee. Inhale, finding more length. Keep the left toes tucked. You might lift the gaze a little. Exhale, bring it all in. They don't have to touch. Pull in the lower belly. One more time, inhale. Bring it in, exhale. Finding length. This time as you exhale, just plant the right palm below the shoulder and bring the right foot behind you. We're going to find a modified side plank. Plant the left leg long and inhale the left arm high. We'll be here for a couple of breaths. Lifting the gaze if you'd like, or bringing the gaze down to the right hand. Actively pressing into the left pinky toe. If you'd like, you can bring the left arm up and over in front of you. Breathing into the left side body. When you feel ready, planting that left palm back down and coming back to tabletop so we can do the other side. Now you'll extend the right leg long back behind you, tuck the right toes, reach the right heel back. Then you'll lift the right leg, bringing the hips in line with each other. You'll lift the left arm. Softening where you can soften. Adjusting where you need to adjust. 3 times inhale. Exhale. Lengthening. Tucking chin, rounding spine, pulling in lower belly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Plant the left palm below the left shoulder, modified side plank, left foot behind you. Right leg long, right arm high. Gaze at the right hand or at the left hand, it's your choice. Press into the right pinky toe, breathe into the right side body. When you feel ready, you'll come back to your tabletop, plant the palm, bring the knees below the hips and the feet behind the knees. I'm gonna find some cats and cows. It's your choice if the toes are tucked or not. It's your choice if the eyes are closed or not. Letting the breaths be as long as feels comfortable for you. Feeling free to play around with the palm orientation if that feels nice. Feeling free to play around with the body movement, finding something a little more organic if that feels nice. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Please take your time to get there. There is no rush. Checking in here, is the focus still on the breath? Is there somewhere in particular that you would like to send the breath? On your next inhale, bend your knees, look at your hands. Then as you exhale, step your feet to meet your hands at the top of your mat, forward fold. We'll take a ragdoll, separate your feet, bend your knees, drape your torso. Let the head and neck relax. Let the arms relax. Let the eyes close. Remember, these are suggestions. Find a bind with the arms. Come into some movement with the upper body. One more full inhale, filling up completely. And complete exhale, letting something go. Finding stillness if you haven't already. Removing any binds that you might have, and then toe heel your feet below your hips if you widen them. Suggestion to place 2 fists in between the feet for measure, making sure they're hip width distance. Suggestion to keep a slight bend in the knees. Inhale, press into the feet, roll up to standing, nice and slow, nice and steady. When you're ready, lift your shoulders up, roll them back, let your palms face forward, spread your fingers wide. Use an inhale, bring the arms out and up, palms can touch, chin can lift. Use an exhale, let the hands come to the heart, up the chin, eyes can close. Taking a moment here, please say something kind to yourself. Taking a moment here, please send some good energy in the direction of your choice. Fluttering the eyes open if they aren't already. Inhale, raise the arms. Let the right hand grip the left wrist. Hold on the grip, finding length. Use an exhale, bump to the right. I'm going to try to mirror you. We're here for 3 breaths. Breathing into that right side body. Inhale back to center. Other side. Letting the right hand grip the left wrist, pulling on the grip. Bumping over to the right. For the other side you didn't do, because I don't remember fully if I said it right. So bumping to the right, and then breathing into the left side body. Pressing into the left easy twist. Inhaling back to center, no rush. Remove the grip, soften the shoulders. Inhaling, preparing to fold. Exhaling, hinging at the hips, flat spine. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. And listen, plant your left hand below you, below your left shoulder. Bend your left knee. Inhale your right arm high, your gaze high. Stay here with your breath, breathing into the back of the right leg. You might tense up those left fingers. When you're ready for an exhale, plant your right hand start to lower down, halfway or all the way, bend the elbows inward. As you inhale, tops of your toes, press into your hands, straighten your arms, lift your chin, your chest, and gaze. As you exhale, roll over your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in this down dog, pedaling out the dog perhaps, shaking the head yes and no maybe. Please move at your own pace. We'll always meet in down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your foot through, low lunge. Take a moment to make sure that the right knee is not going past the right ankle. Plant the left hand below the left shoulder. Inhale, the right arm high, the gaze high. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, stay here, right fingertips higher. Exhale, stay here, left heel back. Last inhale. Listen, horizon lunge as you exhale. Come onto the pinky side of the left foot. Bring the right arm back behind you. Sink into the hips and bring the gaze back. Inhale, come back up, right arm high, ball mound of left foot. Exhale, plant the right hand. Inhale, 3-legged plank, right leg reaches back and stays lifted an inch or 2. Exhale, lower down halfway, the elbows brush the rib cage. Inhale, tops of all 10 toes up dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, down dog. Through the nose as you inhale. Through the nose or mouth as you exhale. Left leg high. Step your foot through. Plant the right hand, inhale the left arm high. Stay as you exhale. Filling up. Letting go. Finding length. Horizon lunge, pinky side of right foot, left arm back, gaze back, sink into the hips. Inhale, coming back, ball mound of right foot, left arm high. Exhale, plant the left hand. Inhale, 3-legged plank, left leg reaches back. Exhale, lower down. Moving with your breath at your pace, we will meet in downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale the right arm high. Exhale, horizon lunge. Inhale the right arm high, the ball onto the left foot. Exhale, plant the right hand. Listen, inhale, high lunge, hinge at the hips. Raise the arms. 3 breaths here, softening. Squaring hips, right hip back. Pulling in lower belly. Finding breath if you lost it. On your exhale, cactus the arms, maybe back bend, maybe sitting a little lower, maybe lifting the gaze. Inhale, straighten the arms, stack the shoulders over the hips. Exhale, fold. Inhale, 3-legged plank. Meet in downward facing dog. Take a full breath in your downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot through. Inhale your left arm high. Exhale, horizon lunge, sink into the hips, gaze back. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, plant the left palm. High lunge as you inhale. Soften your shoulders. Find a little more length. three-legged plank. We'll meet in down dog. Whatever challenges you need, whatever modifications you need. Right leg high, inhale. Step your foot through, exhale. Right arm high, inhale. Horizon lunge, exhale. Inhale to come back. Exhale to plant the palm. High lunge as you inhale. Cactus the arms as you exhale. Come back to center. Warrior two, open up. 3 breaths here. Pressing into the left pinky toe. Opening up the right knee. Softening the shoulders. On your next inhale, reverse your warrior, left hand, left thigh. Right arm up and over, back behind you. Looking up at that right hand or back at the left foot. Maybe finding a bind, wrapping that left hand around inside the right hip. Maybe finding a sense of buoyancy, bending the right knee and then straightening it. On your exhale, there's no rush. Low lunge at the top of the mat, cartwheeling the arms forward, planting the palms. Both feet are pointed forward now. Inhale, three-legged plank. We'll meet in down dog. Each pose, each movement has at least one inhale or exhale. Left leg high. Low lunge. Left arm high. Horizon lunge. Left arm high. Plant the palm. High lunge. Cactus the arms. Straighten the arms. Open up, warrior two. 3 breaths here. Where can you soften? Where can you adjust? Would it feel nice to close the eyes for a moment? Reversing your warrior when you feel ready. Playing around with the gaze to make sure it feels comfortable on your neck. Low lunge at the top of the mat when you are ready.
You know, this is all original.
3-legged plank as you inhale.
You know,
We'll meet in downward facing dog.
like that, you know, this is all original. And that's how it goes. Like that,
Be in this down dog for 3 full breaths. Maybe you stick your tongue out, lion's breath. As you inhale, bend your knees and gaze at your hands. As you exhale, step or hop, find the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Press into your feet, come all the way up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Maybe you close your eyes. Taking a moment to come back to those kind words that you said to yourself at the beginning of
this is
class.
all original. And that's how it goes. Like that,
If you didn't say anything then, maybe you'd like to say something now.
Here we go. Like that, you know, this is all original.
Taking a moment to come back to that good energy that you sent in the direction of your choice. If you didn't do so then, maybe you'd like to do so now. Fluttering the eyes open if they aren't already. Inhale, raise the arms. Left hand grips right wrist, bump to the left. Come back to center, using your breath. Other side, switch the grip and then bump to the right. Back to center, removing the grip and then softening the shoulders and letting the palms face each other. Inhale to prepare to fold. Exhale to hinge at the hips and fold. There's no rush. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Plant the left hand in front of you, bend the left knee. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, plant the right hand, bend the right knee. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, plant the left hand. Another halfway lift as you inhale. And a forward fold as you exhale. Step or hop for a high plank. Take a chaturanga or skip it. And downward facing dog.
You know, this is all original, and that's how it goes. Like that, and you know.
Doing whatever you need to do to let this pose feel like a resting pose. We'll keep working off of that flow. Inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale the right arm high, simple twist. Exhale, rise and lunge, pinky side of left foot. Inhale, coming back to that simple twist. Exhale, planting the hand back down. Inhale, hinging at the hips, high lunge. Exhale, cactusing the arms, reach the right hip back. Inhale, straightening the arms, pulling in the lower belly. Exhale, opening up, warrior two. Inhale, reversing your warrior, pressing into your left pinky toe. Exhale, opening back up, warrior two. Inhale, pyramid. So pressing into the right foot, straightening the right leg, and then letting the right foot point forward, same as the left, and raising the arms. Exhale, horse or goddess. Let the hands come to the heart or cactus. Bring the heels in and the toes out. Bend the knees and sit nice and low into the hips. We'll be here for a couple of breaths. If it feels nice to find movement, you can sway back and forth. You can bob up and down. You can play around with lifting one heel or both. We just have one more full round of breath. Maybe you close your eyes. When you're ready, inhale, come back to pyramid. Toes forward, legs straight, arms high, gaze high. Exhale, warrior two to the back of your mat. Bend your left knee, open up your arms. Gaze past your left fingertips. Come back to your breath. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge, framing the left foot. And listen, inhale, bring your left leg back for three-legged plank, but then we're gonna find side plank. So zipper the legs together and roll out onto the outside edge of the right foot. Pressing into the right hand, lift the left arm and lift the hips. Extra challenge, you can lift the gaze. Extra challenge, you can lift the left leg. Stay with the breath. When you feel ready, bring yourself back to downward facing dog. Please feel free to take a break, to take a sip of water. Beautiful practice, everyone. From downward facing dog, we'll do the same thing on the other side. leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot through, low lunge. Inhale, raise your left arm, simple twist. Exhale, for rise and lunge, pinky side of right foot. Inhale, back to that simple twist. Exhale, plant the left hand. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, cactus. Straighten the arms. Find warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Warrior two. Pyramid. Straighten legs, toes forward, arms high, gaze high. This time as we exhale, we're going to find Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. Start to hinge at the hips and fold. Flat spine all the way down as best you can. We'll be here for a little while. You can just bring your hands to the floor in front of you and start to shift your weight forward. Or maybe you bring the hands to the ankles. If you're working on an inversion right now on your practice, there's time right now to do that if you'd like. If you're hanging out in stillness, as most of you are, seeing if you can bring your big toes to point toward each other, even if it's just a tiny bit, as opposed to away from each other. And we'll be here for one more full round of breath. We're slowly going to come back up. For me, it helps to bring my hands to my hips. Keep the back flat as best you can. Inhale, come up. Exhale, warrior two toward the front of the room. Bend your right knee. Gaze past your right fingertips. On your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Three-legged plank. And then we'll find side plank. Raising the right arm. Raising the hips. And then maybe raising the gaze. Maybe raising the top leg. We'll meet in downward facing dog. There's no rush to get there. Lower onto the left leg and then extend the right leg sinking into that right hip. Suggesting to close the eyes here. Reminder to focus on the breath. One last big inhale and full exhale. If you folded forward, slowly start to bring yourself upright, planting hands, straightening arms. And then all of us, we will shift onto our left hip and wrap our right leg around and cross our right leg over our left, stacking the knees. Maybe removing flesh from sit bones. Stacking shoulders over hips, finding a flat back. Lifting crown of head, finding length. You're welcome to just stay here in an upright position. Or if it would feel nice, you might start to fold forward, bringing hands on either side, tenting hands, bending elbows, tucking chin. Breathing into right hip. And we'll slowly start to come up for a twist. Whenever you feel ready, crawling the hands back in toward the body. I won't be mirroring you here, I apologize. Twisting to the right, bring the right hand behind you, fingers pointing away. Bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, or if that's too tricky, then you can just bring the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Pressing into sit bone, finding length, and then bringing the gaze back behind the right shoulder, pulling in the lower belly. Back to center, uncrossing your legs. Bring your hands in front of you and then you can step or hop for high plank. Feel free to take a side plank here if you'd like, but you don't have to. Feel free to take a chaturanga here if you'd like. We will meet in downward facing dog. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale your left arm high. And again, we are skipping horizon lunge. Plant palm. Hinge at the hips, high lunge. Cactus the arms, baby back bend. Straighten the arms. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Warrior two. Pyramid. Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. One big inhale. And full exhale. press the right fingertips. Inhaling, reversing your warrior. Exhaling, cartwheel forward. Half pigeon, toe heel that right foot to the left wrist. And then lower down onto the right leg. And extend the left leg long. I'm taking time here, squaring hips, finding length. Finding the active version of the pose or the passive version of the pose. Or giving yourself time to find both. We'll be here for one more inhale and one more exhale. If you folded forward, slowly bring yourself upright. Then we'll all shift onto our right hip. Wrap our left leg around, cross it over the right, stacking the knees. Flattening the back. And same thing here, although this side might feel very different from the other side. But please feel free to stay upright. Feel free to fold. Maybe you fold a little further or not quite as far. Taking your time, we will slowly start to bring ourselves upright. Twist to the left. Left hand behind you, fingers pointing away. Finding length with the crown of the head. And then pulling the lower belly back and up as you gaze past your left shoulder. When you're ready to come back to center, use an inhale to do so. Uncross your legs. You can step or hop for a high plank. You can take a side plank if you'd like. You can take a chaturanga if you'd like. We will meet in downward facing dog. This is our last down dog together this evening. If there are any last standing poses or movements that you would like to take, please feel free to take them now. We will move on together from child's pose in about 1 minute. So you'll widen your knees, bring your big toes to touch, rest your forehead on the mat. Checking in here, allowing the breath to soften. Child's pose, Soren. Take one more inhale here. Take one more exhale here. Walk our hands in toward our body. Come to an upright position. Zipper your legs together. Tuck all 10 toes for a broken toe pose. Your hands might need to assist you with your pinkies. If you really hate broken toe or it's super painful, of course, don't do it. Bring your hands behind your lower back, interlace all 10 fingers and find a fist. Inhale the fist back, the crown of the head high. Exhale the fist to the right hip, the right ear to the right shoulder. Breathe into the left side of the neck. Breathe into the bottoms of the feet. Inhale the crown of the head high, the fist back. Exhale the fist to the left hip, the left ear, to the left shoulder. We're over halfway done with broken toe. You can do it. Breathe into the right side of the neck. Breathe into the bottoms of the feet. Soften the face. Inhale the crown of the head high, the fist back. Remove the bind, shake the arms out. Maybe come onto tabletop, untuck the toes, and lightly pat the tops of the feet on the mat. Have a seat on the heels. Bring the legs out to one side. Come onto your sit bones. Plant your feet in front of you, hip width distance. Scooch up to the front of your mat so your bum is in the middle and your feet are in the front. Bring your hands underneath your knees. Hold on the grip, lift the chin, lift the chest. If you'd like, you can lift the gaze. Keeping a flat back, softening the shoulders, pressing into the feet. If you'd like, you can bring the arms up shoulder height. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, slowly start to lower onto your back. One vertebra at a time. The slower you go, the harder it is. Keep pressing into the feet. Eventually, you'll lower onto your back and your shoulders and your head, and your arms will rest long at the sides. It might feel good to lift the upper back and realign it and lower it back down. Bring your right knee in toward your chest. Interlace the fingers at the top of the right knee. Inhale, pull that knee in toward the armpits. Stay here as you exhale. Maybe there's some ankle rolls in the right foot. Finding half happy baby, lift the leg toward the sky, flex the toes toward the face, and then take a grip, probably right hand outside of right foot. Slowly start to pull on the grip, and then maybe left hand comes to the top of the left hip. It might feel nice to hang you're in stillness, it might feel nice to find a little movement. When you feel ready, you'll take supine twist by bringing that right knee back into center, and then shifting onto the left side body and bringing the right leg long out to the left, opening up the arms out into a T. I think it feels nice to press into my hands, lift my upper back, scooch my back and my shoulders over to the left a little more, and then slowly start to lower them down, just assisting with that twist. If it feels nice for you, you might bring the right ear to the mat. Pressing into both shoulders. Stay for one more breath. Coming back to center, make sure the back of your head is on the mat. Bring everything back to center. Pressing into feet, lifting hips, realigning them, and then lowering them back down. Bring the right leg long and let it rest on the mat out in front of you. Bring the left knee in toward the chest, interlace the hands on the top of the left knee. Maybe there's ankle rolls in the left foot. Half happy baby, lifting that left leg, taking a grip, pulling on the grip. Supine twist, shifting onto the right side body, extending the left leg long out to the right, opening up the arms out into a T, and perhaps pressing into hands, lifting upper back, scooting over to the right, lowering it back down. And maybe left ear to mat. Please feel free to stay here as long as you'd like in this detoxifying twist. When you feel ready to come out of the pose, please do so carefully and slowly. If there are any last movements or poses that you would like to take before your final resting pose, please feel free to take them. When you feel ready for your final resting pose, please let it be anything that feels comfortable to you. Taking a moment to get out any last movements, any wiggles, fidgets. This is the most important part of your practice. Calming the breath, relaxing the body, softening the mind. Rest. Please feel free to stay here in your final resting pose as long as you'd like. If you'd like to transition into a seat and meet me, you can slowly start to deepen your breath and find tiny micro movements in the body. Gently roll over onto one side using an arm as a pillow. And press yourself up into a seat. And place your hands anywhere that feel comfortable to you. And regardless of where you are, just take a moment here to thank yourself for your practice. Take a moment to thank the other ones who showed up to practice with you. And with my hands at my heart, I truly appreciate you being here, sharing your practice with me and allowing me to share my practice with you. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. Thank you.